So this next lesson is going to show you how to use commas properly when you use coordinating conjunctions to join two or more independent clauses. There are 7 coordinating conjunctions, and we use the term fanboys to help us remember all of them. For, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Let's take a look at this sentence using for. The cars were recalled for they had a problem with the airbags. The cars were recalled is an independent clause. They had a problem with the airbags is another independent clause. So we're connecting those two independent clauses with our fanboy for, and we need to always remember to put a comma before our fanboy. So our comma goes right here. Now let's take a look at a sentence using the fanboy and. I overslept this morning and I missed the bus. I overslept this morning is an independent clause. I missed the bus is another independent clause. So our fanboy and is joining two independent clauses. Therefore, we need a comma right before and. So let's go ahead and put that comma where it needs to be. Here's a sentence using the fanboy nor. She does not like coffee, nor does she like tea. She does not like coffee is an independent clause. Does she like tea sounds like it might not be an independent clause, but if you switch it around and put the subject she before the verb does, she does like tea, you can see that we do have an independent clause. So, nor, our fanboy, is connecting two independent clauses, so we need to go ahead and put that comma, you guessed it, right before our fanboy nor. Let's take a look at another sentence using the fanboy but. The front door was locked, but the window was open. Here again we have two independent clauses joined together by our fanboy but, so we need to go ahead and get that comma in there right before the fanboy but. Here's a sentence using the fanboy or. All of the employees can work 5 8-hour days, or they can work 4 10-hour days. So again, or, our fanboy is connecting two independent clauses, so we need to go ahead and get that comma in there right before the word or. This sentence uses the fanboy yet to connect two independent clauses. The students studied for weeks, yet none of them passed the exam. Let's get our comma in here right before the word, you got it, yet. And finally, this sentence uses the fanboy so to connect two independent clauses. The sales clerk was rude, so I promptly left the store. We need to put our comma right before the word so. The dog jumped over the fence and ran down the street. We don't need a comma in this sentence because ran down the street cannot stand alone. Therefore, our fanboy is not connecting two independent clauses, so we don't need to put a comma before the and. Here's another example where you don't need a comma with your fanboy. The wind gusts were strong, but did not do any damage. Did not do any damage is missing a subject. Therefore, it can't stand alone. So in this sentence, but is not connecting two independent clauses. Therefore, we don't need to put a comma before the word but.